Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dreams Unlimited Travel Podcast. My name is John Magi, and I'll be your host. And in this episode, Kevin Klose and myself are going to share with you our top 6 tips for saving money for a Disney vacation. I'm joined at the table by our panel of experts, agent and Welcome Center Manager for Dreams Unlimited Travel, Teresa Eccles.
Hello.
Client Services Manager for Dreams Unlimited Travel, Kevin Klose.
Hey, everybody.
Agent for Dreams Unlimited Travel, Kathy Whirling.
Hi, everybody.
And back in our production facility, we have our producer, Craig Williams.
Hello.
Thank you guys for being here and for helping us in this conversation. We've done a couple of these now. We've done Kathy's top 5 tips. We've done Teresa's top 5 tips. And the idea behind these is that we have spoken many times about how to save money on a Disney vacation. We've done a whole show on discounts. We've talked about booking your trip through Dreams Unlimited Travel, where we will continually monitor your vacation and apply a discount if it becomes available. We've talked about our Disney Cruise Line shipboard credit. Actually, any cruise line we sell, you get a shipboard credit, and our Adventures by Disney discounts. But we were often asked, well, I can't afford a Disney vacation no matter what. I can't even get to the point where I can think about one. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to come up with some tips to help you save money towards a Disney vacation. We hope you find them useful. All right, so we're going to start out. These are Kevin and mine. We have 6 between the two of us. We couldn't come up with 5 each. And I'm going to get started. My first one is open a high-yield online savings account just for your Disney vacations. Takes a little research, takes a little work, but they are out there. If you Google high-yield online savings, you can find ones. Now, granted, it's not huge amounts. You can usually find up to 2% interest on your money, but it's always best to put money somewhere where it's going to grow for you rather than paying off your Disney vacation early or letting it sit in a checking account where you get no interest.
Right.
You want to do some research? There are some caveats to some of these accounts, like you must maintain a minimum balance. There's some that charge a fee, but the best of the best out there actually don't have any of those. It can be any amount of money. It could be no fee for setting them up. It's online. You hook them to your regular checking account so you can transfer money easily. And then every time you save money, maybe use the tips from other shows we've done, move that money right into the high yield account. I get very upset when people want to pay off their Disney vacation early. That makes me crazy.
Does it?
Yeah, you're giving your money to Disney to hold, to make money off of. Wow. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. They don't need to hold it.
No.
Keep it for yourself. Try to grow it a little bit, and then pay off your vacation when the time comes.
Some people have a hard time holding money, though. They want to,
But they're afraid that once it's gone, it's like out of your mind. Mm-hmm. If it's in your bank account, it's very easy to chip away at.
Yeah, but I think if you do an online savings, it's sort of separate. It's not your regular bank. It's going to be this sort of separate account. Think of it like, call it My Disney Account and send the money there just when you have it. All right, Kevin, what was one of yours?
Mine kind of dovetails right into that. And it was pay yourself first. When you get paid, whatever it is, whatever amount you think you can afford, take it off the top and put it away. Before you do grocery bills, before you do electric bills, it's similar to a payroll deduction. And if you have that opportunity, I find that if it's gone before I see it, then I don't miss it, if that makes sense.
It's like church, you're tithing yourself first.
Or the old-timey, used to do vacation savings accounts. Remember those?
Christmas Club.
Christmas Club.
Oh, my God. Remember Christmas clubs?
I do.
My God.
So I think if you can get rid of the
Who
money...
remembers laughter? Sorry.
If you can put the money in a savings account before you take it, if it's not there when you get it, that's not the right way to put it. If it's gone before you start thinking about what you can do with your money, you won't miss it as much. Then if you try to say, well, I'm going to pay the lights and I'm going to do the grocery shop.
Yeah, and this is what's left.
And this is what's left. Yeah. Should I save it? It's just Pay yourself first. It's kind of an investment in you. And I said it once before. We talk about vacations because we're travel agents, but these things can be used for anything. And John corrected me and said, no, they're good for vacations.
Just for Disney vacations. Just for Book Through Dreams Unlimited.
My first Christmas club, I was 15 and I saved $80. And when I went to withdraw it all to buy Christmas presents, I bought boots for myself, and nobody got anything. I was 15, but I was so proud. I saved $80. Woo.
I use that money when I pay myself. That's like my no questions asked money. It's like what I can do, because I know I've got to pay the lights and the mortgage and all that. But that's sort of like my mad money. And if I want to put $50 towards my vacation, fine. If I want to go buy some craft supplies, and nobody can say, well, we really need. No, that's my money.
My mother used to take, every once in a while, she would take $20 out of whatever she was doing and put it in her wallet. And then we would be someplace and something would happen. Somebody would want something and somebody would need something. And she would say, all right, I have mad money. And that's what she called it. And that money would come out and it didn't disrupt the budget.
Right.
My mom just got mad.
This is my angry at Teresa money. All right, our next
That witch bought boots.
for Christmas. All right, my next tip is use credit cards wisely for rewards, points, and cash back. Okay, the caveat here is wisely. If you are not someone who's good with credit cards, I do not suggest this at all. You have to be someone who is diligent about paying it off every month and not running up a high bill and not paying interest on it. As soon as you pay interest on a credit card, all of this goes out the window. But there are so many options out there for credit cards that give you rewards. Look for ones that you can use specifically. I prefer ones that always give me the cash option, and I realize that's not always the best conversion for the rewards, but I would much rather have that money to use on what I want to use it on rather than saying, okay, now I have to use airline miles at this airline. One of the credit cards that is not the best for this, but might spark something in people watching the show is the Disney Visa card, because you can take those rewards and put them on a rewards card that you can use towards your vacation or purchasing something at Walt Disney
A lot
World.
of people do that.
So it becomes, less about, okay, I'm going to squeeze every dollar out of it, but I'm going to get the thing that I can really use.
I use a Visa card that is through the bank where I have our checking account and our mortgage and things like that. And for every dollar I spend, I accrue points. And those points can be converted. I can convert to cash. It is not the highest yield,
Right.
but I can convert it to gift cards for hundreds of different places. I can convert it to a Disney Visa gift card. And we have used the points off his cards and the points off my card, and we've bought airfare with it. So it's not money I'm not spending that money.
Right.
It's a perk that
Right.
they're offering me. So it's like free cash. Now, I just said this before, I don't carry a lot of cash with me. I find that if I have a lot of cash with me and I use cash, I can blow through $100 in 2 days and have nothing to show for it. At least by using my credit card or my debit card, I now have an accounting and I'm more aware of it. Because I have to go in and pay the bill, I now see,
Who did this?
Right? Who charged this?
Who charged this?
Again, you can't carry a balance. You have to be really good about paying it off every month. And I lost my train of thought. So yeah.
Right. If you're one of those people who doesn't have the impulse control, a credit card can be a dangerous thing. And I don't want to speak that I've always known this. I am guessing that everyone here at this table has wound up with and looked at their Visa statement and went, holy moly, how did this happen? So you have to be diligent.
I want to remember what I want to say. If you use a credit card for everything you do, then the points really, add up. So if you pick one specific card and you say, okay, this is going to be my gas card, this is going to be my grocery card, this is going to be the thing I spend everything on, even things like paying your bills. Like you can set up automatic pay for your electric bill and things like that.
I know someone
on
who bought a car on a credit card
Wow.
to get Disney rewards points.
But you got to remember, when you're doing that, your checking account's looking really good because you're not spending any
Right,
money.
exactly.
But you still got to pay off
Still
the
got to
credit
pay
card.
off the credit card.
All right, Kevin, what's your next tip?
I don't remember.
Giving up
Give up
something?
one thing. Figure out something is part of your week that you can give up.
My husband. That would save me a good amount.
I find that it is very easy late at night John falls asleep much faster than I do. So I online shop. And all of a sudden you realize that the Amazon bills or Amazon boxes are coming to your house pretty regularly. So I've tried to cut back on online shopping. I find that if I go to a website that sells clothes that I like in my size and something's on sale, something that I didn't even think I needed or never thought about, I thought, oh, look, that's on sale. Well, great, it's on sale, but
You don't need it.
you don't need it and you didn't expect to spend that. So
I do the same thing, but with, and I've cut back because I didn't realize I was spending so much. I've got a game on my phone that I absolutely love. It's usually free. You're just playing along. But if you play so much, at some point you need to purchase coins or
whatever, right?
whatever.
Stars to play.
And, it was, okay, I'll get 50 for $3.99 or whatever. But when you do that 5, 6, 10, 12 times a week, it adds up.
I had a game like
I had
that
to stop
on my
doing
phone,
it.
and I realized that I spent $80
Yeah,
within a month on something that gave me nothing.
I know.
I deleted
it. Was
the game.
instantly, okay, this is fun. I'm getting farther. But then you see in my checking account is where it's coming out of that, I
the good news was you were rounding up that penny.
Right.
So at least that was going into your savings account. Along the lines of what you said, I didn't put this in my tips, but I thought about it too. If you're someone who's like crazy, like Amazon crazy, delete the app.
Oh.
Get rid of that one button purchase. Make it harder to actually go and purchase something online because Amazon makes it too easy.
Yeah.
You see something and it's an impulse buy and you buy it, so make it so there's an extra step so that you don't just go and do
There
it.
was a time in my life where if I needed new sneakers, that meant a trip to the store.
Mm-hmm.
And you planned that. I don't have money to go to the store this week.
Yeah.
Or I don't have money to go buy new sneakers. I can wait another 2 weeks till I get paid. And now,
It's there.
sometimes I don't even need them, and I think, I really like them.
Well, it's boredom. For a lot of times for me, my impulse shopping is boredom. I'm bored. Can I say pissed at my husband? He did something. I'm gonna go shopping, and in under 5 minutes, I've got packages that sometimes can get to me that same day. And it's money wasted, just totally wasted.
That's the other problem too, right? It's instant gratification now.
Yep.
It's either the same day or the next day, and you think when something takes 2 days, you get mad.
Oh, I know,
Why is it
right?
taking
Where
so
is
long?
it? Where is it?
I've also gotten to the point in my life where I realize that I have too much stuff.
Yep.
Not stuff that I'm making a joke, but I need at this point in my life to Marie Kondo things. I need to go through and say, can this be turned into something that I can use? Can this be turned into cash? This
Yeah.
was a mistake. I have
I
too
think
much
we all
of this.
do that.
That's one of my tips. So I'll jump into that. Sell your crap on eBay.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, a lot of people are scared about eBay or worried about eBay. It's one of the easiest things you can do. One of the things that is extremely well selling is anything Disney. People gobble up Disney stuff, and I know you all at home have extra Disney stuff you don't need.
And if you want to prove my point, make sure you're spelling Disney the right way. And I know that sounds funny, but if you go on eBay and search for DINSEY, you will be amazed at the stuff you can find that wasn't listed as Disney. And I know that's a silly thing, but it's true.
No, you can. Yeah, I found that I was looking for a certain China dish one time, and I don't know what I put in, but yeah,
Dinsey came up.
no body parts and other things that mummified people. I'm like on eBay. So
Definitely spelled it wrong then.
They still have eBay sellers. I mean, I know that we used to have one in
absolutely.
Orlando where you would take your stuff and they would list it for you on eBay.
There was one over by Gatorland, believe it or not. I
That's
think
where I
they
remember.
closed,
Do they still have those?
He's closed. I don't know about those.
Craig,
anymore.
maybe you know about this. You're younger than we are. Gracie goes on some app or website and sells things local, and people come and pick them up.
Yes.
Or
My niece
she
does
buys
that.
things that way too.
What is it called?
I don't remember what
I muted
it's
myself.
not Craigslist.
They have
but-
they have Let Go and
Let Go.
Let Go. Yeah,
That was
what
it.
she
and
uses.
I for my neighborhood. I use Nextdoor. Like we've been searching for a nice proper dining room set.
Right.
And so I know there's a lot of people who are constantly moving in and out of my neighborhood. And like, I watch that like a hawk because
Yeah.
a lot of times that's the only place they list it. Because if it's only moving from your
And sometimes
neighborhood,
it's
then
free.
it's easy. Yeah. And a
And-
lot of times.
The thing is, like stuff like that is too hard to sell on eBay.
Yeah.
So you want to do it locally. Again, my niece, talk about dining room sets. They got a beautiful dining room set, and I think it was like $10.
Oh,
Yeah.
The person was
But it's
just
like
happy
the
with
hutch
something.
and the table and the
Right,
chairs.
and everything.
Grace got a piano. She didn't want a piano, but she got a piano.
That's like
brought
Kevin's
it-
shoes.
brought it
you know,
home
impulse
and then
buy.
sold it.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm like,
a
what
That's
gem.
a whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother. But she's
That's
forever
like, that's
doing
like
that.
Pickers.
She's
American
like, hey,
Pickers.
meet me in the truck, and we're gonna go get something. I'm like, okay, but it's a
What I want to give a couple tips for eBay for sure, because eBay is the one I use the most. Again, Kevin said, make sure you spell things right. Make sure you put a good description in, because that's how people are going to find what you're selling. You want to be safe in your selling, and you want to check out the buyer, because you don't want to sell something and have it turn out that they've stolen someone's credit card. I've had that happen. And there's one other thing I was going to say about eBay, and I forgot. Silence makes for a good show.
I recommend. Sorry, I was going to say I recommend on eBay. I know for like Disney collectors and stuff, a lot of times you'll go out and you'll get that new thing, that new popcorn bucket, whatever. And there are eBay flippers who are specifically out there to flip. There's others who aren't, that made that impulse decision and regretted it later. And I personally, if I have to list anything on eBay, I always make sure that I do auction only. I know you can do buy it now, but I know if you're that type of person who you put a morality with all of this in, and you don't want to be seen as that eBay pirate type of person who's just flipping stuff, just stick to the auction. And that way, if it goes for 3 times what you paid for it, that's on the people bidding. That's
The
not
market set the
you.
price.
Yeah.
Is it easy to do? I've purchased on eBay,
eBay
many
is so
times. I've never
easy.
sold.
Couple of things I remember what I want to say before. Their eBay offers recently closed items. That's a good way to see if what you have is valuable and people want it and how much they're paying for it. So that's a good way to do it.
The other thing that eBay started offering recently is if you have something high end that you're looking to sell, something designer, eBay offers an authentication service where you can then put that this was authenticated by eBay, and that cuts down a little bit on people worrying that you might be, using faux items or something like that.
Very easy to use. You can there's an app. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch your sales as people are bidding on things. And if people ask you a question, you can answer it right on your phone. So yes, sell your crap on eBay. I know you have some.
I'm going to take it one step further. If you're looking to purchase something, I was looking to purchase something. It was very, very specific. I didn't just want the thing. I wanted a certain color. I wanted a certain style. I wanted that thing. And I finally ended up realizing that my best bet was to buy it off eBay and saved about 80% of the cost. So if you're looking to, now I realize what we're doing is we're talking about shopping, but I think
all excited now.
but I think if you're looking to save money and you need something, saving 80% of anything.
When my kids were little, I used to buy. They would be lots of clothing. They would and on eBay, and it would be summer clothing, girls ages 5 to 7 or whatever. You'd buy the whole box for $15. Get home, it arrive, and there might be half of it we could use, but still, it was summer clothing. I didn't have to go buy. It saved me a lot of money that way.
Excellent. All right. My final tip is use apps and sign up for reward programs from places you frequent the most. I know we've talked about giving up Starbucks, but something like if you're going to buy Starbucks, get their app, use it, because you get rewards as you purchase things, and you can then earn free food and free drinks.
Nothing excites John more than getting a free coffee.
Oh my God, it's the best thing in the world. And
But you should get rid of the Amazon app. I'm supposed to get rid of
That's
that.
if you're
that's
like
if you have a
midnight
problem with it.
shopping.
That was
well, that
that
would
was
be
for
me.
Kevin.
The other thing, I don't even use the app. I go directly to the site. The other thing that it thrills John is we have become AARP members.
Oh my God, it's the best thing.
And if you go to Dunkin' Donuts and show them your AARP card and buy a coffee, you get a free donut.
That's actually
Did you all-
Seriously?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
They
Am I old
stopped
enough
it.
now? I'm old enough. I'm way old
Oh,
enough
you're
for
way
that.
old
Should have
enough.
had it at 50.
They've stopped that program, unfortunately.
Oh, they don't do
Yeah,
it
they
anymore?
Don't do that anymore. But things like, I mean, if you're not
John put them out
Starbucks,
of business.
there's Dunkin' Donuts. They have a rewards app. We have a Krispy Kreme app on my phone. I've been made fun of for that, but I got free donuts.
We were
So
coming
the heck
home
with you.
from the theater
Kreme
in downtown. We were coming home from the theater in downtown Orlando one night, and we stopped at Krispy Kreme, John and Kathleen and I, and they said to John, "Do you have the rewards app?" And Kathleen and I thought,
You
"That's
giggled.
funny."
Oh,
We
that's
giggled,
funny.
and he goes, "I do." And they said, "What's your number?" And John gave them a number, and we got 6 donuts, 2 for each of us. And we got there, and they gave us
I was
2
behind you in the drive-through then.
and they gave us 2 dozen free donuts.
Yeah.
It was like we had won the lottery.
Yeah. Okay.
We made ourselves sick.
Same thing. Twisty Tree does the exact same thing. If you're in their rewards program, I stopped the other night on my way home. I was going to have a shake for dinner because I was running late. That was going to be my only little, thing. And I paid 50 cents for it because I'd had enough points. Do you want to use your points? Yeah, I want to use my points.
If you're going to go to the place over and over again, if it's a place you frequent,
Yeah.
look for that thing because you're just going to get those rewards as you purchase the thing you're going to purchase.
It's like Kohl's
anyway.
or any Kohl's department store does
You know
it.
what I
They
just
have-
found out? Can you return Amazon stuff at Kohl's?
Oh, I
Yes,
don't know.
you can.
Like if you have
Wow.
an Amazon return, you can take it to Kohl's and they'll return it for you.
To do the shopping podcast.
We should do a shopping one. All right, so let me recap Kevin and my top 6 tips for saving money for a Walt Disney World or Disney vacation. Open a high yield savings account just for your Disney vacations. Use credit cards wisely for rewards, points, and cash back. Use apps and sign up for reward programs from places you frequent the most. Sell your crap on eBay. Pay yourself first. And find that one thing you can give up that won't change your life and put that money away.
I have one more little thing to add to it. Get your kids involved. If you have kids,
Oh, definitely.
get
Yeah.
your kids involved.
Definitely.
Yeah, because
Tell them what you're doing.
Right, if they have a goal, then it might be more important to them for a Disney vacation than say, a candy bar at the
Yeah.
store.
And if they don't have any concept of what it costs to get to Disney, this will give them an idea of,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, look what my parents are doing, or grandma and grandpa, look what they have to do to get me there.
I think it's also easier than saying no. If you
Yes.
can get their buy-in,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is why we're doing this. This is why we're saying no. This is why we're not getting a pizza. We're making pizza at home. Get their buy-in so that they know what you're doing.
I want to invite everybody, if you have tips that we haven't already covered, write to me, John at Dreams Unlimited Travel, and maybe we'll put together a listener-viewer list of their tips as
That would
well.
be fun.
Kevin, tell us what products you sell.
Kevin at Dreams Unlimited Travel, and I sell Adventures by Disney and Viking. I think what happens is we all realize that we can't be good at everything.
Exactly.
And that when you have a client base big enough, that adding a new product is sometimes difficult. So we do have specializations. We have agents that cover a lot of things. I find that my business is busy enough that those are the 2 things I'm good at.
Excellent.
So thank you.
Great. Thank you guys for helping me with this conversation. Thank you everybody at home for listening and watching. We hope you have a great week and we hope you have a great vacation.